Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, Donavan wanted to see my SOG Agency, and I'm only too happy to show it off. It's one of the most unusual knives I have, and I was very happy to get it. I got it a few years ago, and they are quite a rare knife, haven't been made for years, and once you get something like that, you're not going to give them away. Doesn't matter how much money someone offers you for them, you will not sell them. So I did have someone say they wanted to buy it off me. I'm not going to sell it. I've never seen one for sale again. And this one only popped up a few years ago, and for a reasonable price, and I jumped on it because they're a limited production run. You're not going to get them again, and I'll never see one again for sale, so I'm not going to sell it. Anyway, I wanted to show you both the SOG knives I have, just to show the two I've got. I've got a SOG Government. I bought this when I was 18 years old, or maybe even earlier. I think I was in my early teens. Mid-teens, 16, 17, something like that. I've had it over 30 years. So, yeah, this is the original SOG Government. I bought it as a belt knife. Yeah, she is a brilliant classic SOG belt knife. It's held up very well. I've used it hunting many a time. The handles it's got a few scuffs on it, but yeah, Oz 6 steel, I think. Seki Japan construction, made in. I'm pretty sure it's Oz 6, but it's just a beautiful, well-constructed, well-made knife that has served me well for at least 3.5 decades. And yeah, this is a knife that I'll never get rid of. It's going to be with me for the rest of my life. It was one of the first, I think it was the second belt knife I ever bought, and yeah, I'm very glad I bought it. And yeah, it's a beautiful knife. Just really nice sheath. Just those standard sheaths that they made. It did have a belt loop here, but it eventually stopped working, so I put it over the guard sheath like that. Yeah, still got the original lanyard on it that I have never changed. Yeah, fantastic, beautiful. Very, very, very pleased with that knife. This is the SOG Agency. Donovan's is in a lot better condition than mine. I haven't used this knife. I bought it as a safe queen. It hasn't cut anything since I bought it. The sheath's in reasonable condition for how old it is. It's got a few scuff marks and whatnot. When I first got it, you could not open the clip up or get the sharpening stone out, but I gently worked it until I could get the sharpening stone back out. That's all original. But it was just old, verdigris, and yeah. There she is there, painted black. The blade's in really good nick. I don't think he'd ever used it. I don't know. I think he bought it from the original owner and then kept it as a safe queen. The blade's in pretty good nick. It's got a few scuff marks along the blade, but the main problem is it's got several marks here and under here that are all scuffed scuff marks on the guard, and the handle, the stacked handle, leather handle, is showing wear. But other than that, it's in pretty darn good condition. Mine's number 645. They seemed to, I think they marked all. I think there was only a run of 1,000 of them. So yeah, they were quite a like a limited run knife. Oz 6 steel, as far as I know, made in Taiwan. Yeah, just the original. What they would, it was for the agency, like for the CIA type. This was their sort of agency knife, along the government agencies. That's what SOG was, the Special Operations Group. That was what they were all going towards, and yeah, that was what this was specifically made for. And yeah, that was as simple as that. So yeah, anyway, that's a good look at mine. As I said, yeah, Donovan's is in a lot better condition than mine. A bit better condition. His blade's perfect, and his guard's in a lot better condition, and his stacked handles. His knife is pristine. I don't think it's ever been like, it's been kept safe as a safe coin, which I perfectly understand. For this style of knife, you would want to keep them like that, because they are a limited run, very rare style of knife. You just don't see them around, and when you do see them around, they're usually for a fair bit of money, even though they are not made of, for their time, they were made of good steels and all that. Like Oz 6 is nothing, it's not the best steels in the world these days, and even back then, but it's still perfectly adequate for the time, and they were very well constructed, and everything about it, it's perfectly, like, they're very well constructed knives and everything. But when you're looking at today, like, we have got a lot better, we've progressed along as far as steels go and all that. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to run the knife down in any way at all. So, like, ergonomics and everything in this, it's just very well constructed knife. And yeah, as I said at the beginning of the video, I am so glad I got this knife. It's it's a beautiful. There's only one other of the SOGs, the Tiger Shark, that I would, and I've got a mate who's got one, and I tried to convince him to sell it to me, but he'll never get rid of it. Yeah, they're even rarer, but it's worth. I would hazard a guess at $1,000 Australian. So yeah, probably more. I don't know. Yeah, and I just would never spend that much money on a knife. So yeah, as far as it goes, I probably would, but yeah. But he's very proud of it, and I wouldn't buy it off him just because I know he loves it. But yeah. But that's my SOG Agency anyway. I just wanted to show you that. I hope that's getting in frame. As I said, mine's in pretty good nick. It's got a few little scuff marks, just where the paint's been stripped off it. A few scuff marks along the blade, but that's just going in and out of the sheath. I'm never going to cut anything with it or anything like that. It is a safe clean. It's still got the factory edge on it. Still reasonably sharp. I won't cut things with it. It's not for that sort of thing. This is just a belt knife, that safe queen knife that I bought just for my pure pleasure of owning it, to complement my government. And I've got knives that I'm going to use. I don't need to use these sort of knives. It's just for my collection, and I don't have a a large collection now. Probably only got about 60 or 70 fixed blade knives now. I'd sold a whole heap. I probably had 150, 200 fixed blade knives, and I sold a whole heap of them off. And yeah, I'm down to my core of fixed blade knives now, and I've probably got about 30 folders, and I don't need all that many now. I'm more into if I need a knife now, I'll make it out of a file and or my W2 and go from there. But I'm not a knife maker either. And I loathe making knives because I find it boring. But yeah, but that's neither here nor there. More power to you if you want to make knives, and I respect anyone who can make a knife, because yeah, there's a lot of skill involved in it. But yeah, anyway, Donavan wanted to see my SOG agency, and I wanted to show, I don't know if Donovan's got a SOG government. I always wanted the Desert Dagger, because the Desert Dagger's the dagger version of this as well. But I never got around to it, and the few I saw, I never had the funds at the time to get it. And yeah, I should have bought the Desert Dagger, so I had the government, the Desert Dagger, complementing each other, and then have the SOG. And I was silly because I could have bought a Tiger Shark when I was running around back in the 80s and early 90s when I was knee deep in this sort of thing. I could have easily bought one and yeah, had one, but I never did. But we're always good generals in hindsight. But anyway, yeah, hope that satisfies you, Donovan. Tell me if I didn't show you show you enough pictures, show you enough on video of my agency. Yeah, very, very nice knife. And I will go through. I've got a few others. I've got an LMF and not a SOGs, but yeah, Gerbers. I've got a few other knives. I've done videos like this before, going through them all, but I will go through all my other quite unusual knives that I've got that are yeah, my that are yeah, a little bit more unusual and people might not have seen before. Anyway, thanks for watching.